Why do you always go back to the same people? You broke up for the 6th time. You went back for the 6th time. Why do you always go back to the same person? This is not your weakness. This is a mechanism of your brain. In this video, we will see why you go back to some people again and again. The problem is not with them. The problem is in a calculation your brain does quietly. Most people don't notice it until they repeat it. People usually end a relationship. There is relief. There is a feeling of freedom. Then quietly something changes. Longing begins. The desire to go back begins. And they go back. This pattern is not new. This pattern has always existed. Every generation experiences this. Every generation is surprised. This time it will be different, they say. It isn't. In the 1990s, a study was done. They tracked separated couples. First month, 78% were happy. Third month, 45% made contact again. Sixth month, 23% went back. In the 2010s, the same study was repeated. Social media existed. Communication was easier. The result didn't change. The rates were almost the same. The problem was not the era. The problem was the mechanism. Different tools. The same cycle. The same result. This is not a coincidence. The first week is easy. You broke up. You made a decision. Dopamine was secreted. The second week is the same. You are free. You are relieved. In the third week, something changes. You feel something is missing, but you don't know what it is. In the fourth week, you think about that person. I wonder how they are? Curiosity begins quietly. In the fifth week, something happens. A memory comes. You hear a song. You see a place. And the brain quietly starts calculating. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I exaggerated. Maybe they deserve a chance. The brain is rewriting the past. Bad memories become blurry. Good memories become clear. And the desire to go back grows stronger. Day 40. The critical point. Most people make contact here. They send a message. They find an excuse. I just wondered how you were. You forgot your stuff. I needed to ask you something. But the real reason is different. The brain is asking, how long will this loneliness last? There is loneliness. There is uncertainty. The cost is high. The brain is making a comparison. With that person, there were problems, but it felt familiar. It was predictable. Now, you are free, but you are alone. There is uncertainty. The brain calculates. Familiar problems or unknown freedom? And most of the time, it chooses the familiar problem. You call this going back. The brain calls this a safe harbor. Three things come into play. First, familiarity. The brain likes what is familiar because it's predictable. That person is familiar. Even the fights are familiar. The brain sees this as safe. That person is familiar. Even the problems are familiar. The brain likes this because it's predictable. Second, selective memory. The brain does not remember the past as it was. The brain edits the past. Bad memories fade. Good memories shine. It wasn't that bad, you say. It actually was. But the brain made you forget. Third, identity void. With that person, you knew who you were. Your role was clear. Your place was clear. Now there is no role, no place. Identity is unclear. The brain doesn't like this uncertainty. It wants to return to the old identity. And you go back. In the 1980s, a study was done. They tracked toxic relationships. 60% of separated couples tried again within a year. Why? The researchers asked. The most common answer, maybe they have changed, but they hadn't. The second most common answer, it wasn't that bad, but it was. The problem was not reality. The problem was perception. The brain had altered reality. It had rewritten the past. The same mechanism, different era, the same result. Every generation experiences this. Every generation is surprised. This time it will be different, they say. It isn't, because the people change, but the brain does not change. 1990s, phone calls. 2000s, text messages. 2020s, Instagram messages. Different tools. The same cycle. The how are you message. The I miss you message. The should we meet message. The words are the same. The mechanism is the same. The result is the same. Because human nature does not change. This is not just about romantic relationships. You quit a job. A bad job. It was tiring. It was draining your energy. 2 months later, you miss it. It wasn't that bad, you say. You think about going back. You end a friendship. It was toxic. It wasn't good for you. 6 months later, you miss it. Maybe I exaggerated, you say. You text them again. You quit a habit. It was harmful. It was pulling you down. After a while, you go back. Just once won't hurt, you say. It's all the same. The beginning is easy. The middle is hard. The end is a return. The problem is not the person. The problem is not the job. The problem is not the friend. The problem is your brain's familiarity mechanism. Familiar problem. problem. Unknown freedom. The brain always chooses what it knows. Now ask this. Who are you thinking of going back to right now? Person? A place? A habit? Maybe you already went back. Maybe you are thinking of going back. Maybe you are trying not to go back. But know this. The next time you feel the desire to go back, you will realize it's not longing. This is your brain seeking familiarity. And then you will ask, you miss that person, right? Or do you just want to feel familiar? They are not the same thing.